excited.
Put regular insulation. It went all the way across the kitchen. That's the old ones. This is what it did. It rotted out all the floor in there. All this back here went up the walls and started going into the dining room. This was the kitchen. So that's how bad it got. That started into the dining room, started going up there. We caught that in time. That was the wall between the kitchen and dining room, so they pulled everything out. That's the walls in there.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they look like. I mean, it's beautiful. But you see, it rotted out all those beams. They replaced every single one of those beams. All the sheetrock came out of the kitchen, all the way to the ground. It was freaking unbelievable.
So now basically, like you're just in a position like the kids are
just about gone. We've got one left.
Okay.
We're on a downsize. Basically, this has gotten too big for us. This is what's happened. It rotted everything out. This is the new door we put in. But the French door has the blinds in the middle.
Right.
Really nice. I don't know why that's on that side. I don't know. That's that's from the outside. It had all this old insulation in there, so we took all that out, put regular insulation in the walls. I have extra one insulation. But this is how the walls are all constructed. The whole house is constructed like that.
Mm-hmm.
The tongue and groove, I guess it is. I don't know, clapboard, I don't know what they called it. The wiring. This is the kitchen. There's an attic here. There's two more attics above that. It's so freaking weird. There's two more attics above that.
And how long have you lived at this house?
Since 2011.
11, okay.
Yeah. So this is what they did. Pulled everything out. Every single thing out.
But like this is like an ideal property for me. I know obviously there'll be some work that needs to be done.
This is the new parts. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. This is where we started going into the renovation part.
This would be perfect.
This has like a breakfast nook over here. Actually, it was open. This was closed. We just put this in to make it like a breakfast room instead of having the whole kitchen. That's back into and the doors are all hardwood. Has the old antique original doorknobs where they're all like brass. They're old. We tried to keep a lot of the character in the house. All these are all hardwood. If they were stripped down, they would look gorgeous. These are good parts. Okay, I painted them. Why I got it? It looks horrible in here. I cried when they put it in. That was the color I wanted, but I cried until we got to hardwood floors. Probably need. Those were engineered hardwood. I think that's what he called them. But yeah, all the hardwood floors in there. So we got to the cabinets. And once you put the cabinets in, it brightened up the whole thing. It looks so much better. I've got top of the line granite countertop in here. I wanted what I wanted. And if I can ever get to that's the granite. It's blue. This doesn't do it justice. It's not gray, it's blue. That matches, it's from outside. It still doesn't do it justice. Matches, that's a better representation of it. Like freaking expensive granite. This was the top of the line, expensive granite. I could have gotten it way worth it cheap. I think I spent like $5,000.
So what do you think needs to be done now on the property?
Honestly, what needs to be done, the house is starting to sag. So it needs to be...
You said starting to sag a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's starting to sag. Basically, in that same spot, between the kitchen and the dining room. That's the main spot that it's doing. All these countertops, granite backsplash too. Trying to get to the finished pictures while I'm talking. I'm very bad at
I can see the difference. It looks much better.
It's so much nicer. Gas stove, gas heat, gas dryer, and I wanted to put in a gas water heater. The water heater needs to be replaced. Electric needs to be fixed. There's some short someplace. The AC and the ductwork need to be redone. we figured about 30,000 worth of work in there. If somebody was going to,
That's about my average. What it cost me to fix up a property is about 30 grand.
I had an appraisal done 3 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, before it got. Was it before that or after that? I'm trying to think. Before we had the kitchen done or after the kitchen? Must have been after because my husband was deployed. They gave us an estimate of $105,000 appraisal. It has an outbuilding, a cinder block. It's sort of too blue on that. I think it picked up way too much blue on that. The black LG refrigerator, pantry cabinet tops are open. This is open. Ductwork here, ductwork under the kitchen sink. The deck will need to be pressure washed and several boards need to be replaced. Ceiling fan in there. That's the kitchen. Yeah, this is the finish. This is the finish.
When do you think I could come by and take a look at it?
I'm off Friday.
Friday?
Friday after noonish. Right now, what had happened, I had some flippers come in last May, June, July, somewhere in there. Gave us a contract. You have a great one. We went and found a double wide foreclosure. We were going to buy it, put money down on it, go buy that. And never heard from the flippers. And then I finally, we're like 3 weeks from the closing on both houses. And I called them. Finally I had to actually go on Facebook to get somebody to call me back, send them a message on Facebook. They called me back and they told me, oh, well, you didn't hear it? We didn't approve your deal. I went ballistic because we had put $1,500 into the new place in inspections and earnest money and everything else. And I was so mad. So we had already started packing, and now we have to unpack everything.
So that's like one of the things I try to provide. I know like a lot of people put properties under contract and they never have intentions on closing.
I was so pissed with those people.
Like people make a habit of that. Like so, for example, maybe the numbers that they agreed on with you didn't work for finding somebody else that they could work that deal out with. So like they never had true intent on closing on
they
that.
never called. I said, I don't care if you turned it down, that's fine, because we waited 2 weeks before we started looking for a place.
Right.
And after we found it, it just went rolling. And yeah, that's what happened. Well, the financiers or whatever they called the people, and well, they didn't think they could make any money out of it. We owe about $45,000 on the 2 mortgages.
So you owe about 45. Okay. So what are you paying a month in mortgage?
We've got a private mortgage, so we're paying. I pay them both together, paying $725 a month for the 2 of them.
So something I'm curious about, like, is there a reason that you wouldn't be open to like probably renting this out and moving somewhere else? Or like, what's kind of been your thought process? Like,
we're behind on the mortgage too,
behind on the mortgage?
My husband was out of work because he's a vet and has PTSD and had a hard time holding a job. Now he's got a good job and we can't catch up.
How far behind are you?
4 months.
4 months. So what does it take to cure the mortgage?
I'll have to look and see exactly. In fact, because I was going to message her today, and it's a private mortgage, so I was going to message her.
What's our time frame we're working with? Like, have you had a foreclosure hearing or anything yet?
Oh no. She's very laid back with them. Like I said, it's a private mortgage, and they've worked with us. They know my husband's situation, but we don't want it to go any further.
Sure. So with that being said, like I want to try to see, like I guess Friday, as early as you're available. We need to get together so I can come take a look at the property and try to see if I can get you an assessed value. Obviously, I want because I can help you get this is what I do all day long. Like when you get like an issue, maybe behind a little bit, the house has some issues you need to get fixed. like I really want to see how I can help you get this out, this problem taken care of, because I know it can be a headache. I mean, and I've been there before. Like I was actually literally behind on my payments and the stress that causes. So
yeah. Oh, there you go, Hannah. You have a good one. I'll see you next week. You too.
So, yeah, I'm excited for this. Like, this is like literally like it's funny. We're coming here to talk about.
There's always reasons for things to happen.
Yeah, like I'm coming here talking about, hey, my car is not working for the gym,
and it wasn't working,
and now we're having a conversation about a house that you need to.
I'm trying to find when we first bought it to show you. We have put work into it, other than just that. The main reason is because when we bought it, it was empty for a while. I'm not going to go back ways. That's the color most of the walls were in the house. They bought a big here. This is a better one. They'll give you an idea here. This is the 12-foot ceilings. You can't really see it too well. But this is how the front room hallway is painted. All this is the tongue and groove. The ceiling's tongue and groove. The walls are tongue and groove. The floor is tongue and groove. The floor is going to need to be replaced. We had a dresser fall out of the attic. Plus, when we moved in this big spot here, they must have cut the floor in order to get the return for the AC in the wall. Mm-hmm. So there's a big wooden, I think this may be it actually, I can't really see, but that's a tree that my husband and daughter are never allowed to buy trees again. Never allowed to go for trees. The back one. All the way to the back. I'm sure we do have the original. I do have the original pictures.
So listen. Like one of the things, like but I know you got a couple things that like might be time sensitive, right? I know you don't want to try to get where it's like it's a big hole with the mortgage and everything. Mm-hmm. Like I literally can help cure some of that money that's behind, and help you find something new. Okay. And we can get this stuff done. I'm talking about quickly.
He's not. My husband's not a quick person. I am. This is the house. This is what when we.
So this is the house here.
This is the house when we first bought it. So the roof. You see, these are all tile, metal roof. That needs to be painted. We've been trying to do that since we moved in, but the roof does not leak, and it's the original roof. This is the front hallway from where I showed you where the Christmas tree was. This is what it was. We just painted this a gray. It was supposed to be a lighter gray and a darker gray on the bottom to make it more neutral. It took forever to get it, and it's not a great paint job. My husband thinks he's great, but he's not. Huge chandelier in the front hallway. Oh, trust me, it drives me crazy. We put attic stairs up here. We cut a hole up here, put drop down stairs, because the ceiling up the attic above this, above the living room, which is over here, and our bedroom, which also has the 12-foot ceilings, is tall enough to stand up in. We made a bedroom up there, pseudo bedroom. I ran the electric, but it never got hooked up. There was a window we put in. We finished one half of it. So from here over the living room is all finished. From this way over is all open attic. That's one of the attics. There's another attic here. Then there's another attic on the front over the kitchen. You have to see it to crawl around. This is the dining room when we bought it. How you doing? Has built-in china closet to all that. This is the opposite side where the kitchen is on this way. And it's hard to explain, but you'll see it.
I can't wait to see it.
All this
I'm
needs
excited.
to be replaced. All this flooring needs vinyl. That's all vinyl. Needs to be replaced. I almost wanted to pull it up. But see, again, here's all the wood doors. I wish I could. Can't do it on here. But you can go on my page and let me see this. I'll make it friends. See the doorknobs?
I'll do even better when we see it Friday. Because obviously, like I can see as many pictures as possible, like wherever it is. Yeah. Sense. But when I get there Friday, I'll be able to take a good look at it. I'll walk through the property, kind of get an assessment of what
Yeah.
needs to be done, what
There's
doesn't
trees
need
in
to
the
be
back that
done.
need to come down. I'm good at taking down trees. I can cut down trees, except I haven't had the time or the energy. Fireplace, wood burning fireplace, all around here. I painted this a light blue, so that looks a lot nicer. I got tired of that same color in there. It was dull and boring. That's the original kitchen. So back to the original. This is the outbuilding. This
Okay.
it was a beauty shop at one point. So there is a line to the septic. It's septic tank, city water, but it's grandfathered in on the septic, so we don't have to switch it over. It is city water, which I hate. I'd rather go back to the well, but stem. Partially fenced-in yard there, gate.
What type of lot are you?
It's a half an acre.
Half acre. Okay.
Porch swing. This is part of the front porch swing. Wrap around. This is the side of the house. It's a huge house. It's beautiful. It's got a lot of character, and we tried to keep a lot of the character of it. You know, this kitchen. The
I
front
can't wait
porch.
to see it.
It has a lot of potential. A lot of this needs to be replaced. The trees have grown tremendously. I mean, we look at these pictures and go, where the heck did all these trees come from? See, this is when we bought it, the deck
Yeah, I
was
can see
starting.
some of the
Yeah,
deck,
so
yeah.
he started replacing it. This is my husband. Started replacing it, and basically half-assed job. He's got half of it done. Some of these have rotted out. These little flowering bushes have just gone tremendous. They're like 12 feet tall, and we keep cutting them back every year. So that's huge. Yeah, and I think that's the front. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I didn't get the bedrooms or anything in there, but
It's perfect.
it needs work. We figured, like I said, when I figured it out, it's about $30,000 worth of work. Now I could refinance it, but I'm like, we're behind on the mortgage. Can't find somebody to refinance it. If I can find somebody to refinance it, we're paying 10% interest. So anything we do it's going to be good. Yeah, it's gotten away from us, and that I've tried to explain to them. Basically, has gotten away from us. So
Yeah. So, like I think like one of the things when you have like an issue where you feel like you're behind, you need a little bit of help. Like you got to find the right people that can take care of it. Like, obviously, you've already experienced the opposite side of that.
the opposite side.
Where somebody couldn't deliver. So man, this is like ideally. Like I walk into these all the time, and I tell people like, hey, look, you want to be talking to people, and letting everybody know what you do, and
Absolutely.
like it's strange that we walk in this
see,
morning.
I mean, your shirt, and I close deals. That's perfect. That's your perfect calling card.
Yeah, so I'll get with you on Friday.
Okay.
And,
You got my card?
I'll make sure we get out there and take a look at it.
Is that 202 your cell number?
The 202 is
Okay,
my
I'll
cell.
pull that out. I'll put it on my phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, so figure right around it. My house is a mess, I'll tell you that. My husband's
I'm not
a-
judging you. I see houses all the time. It's no
He's a
big deal.
disaster. He's an absolute disaster. He's a junkmologist, and he's just like his parents. And anyhow, I'll put up with that. So yeah, it needs work.
So both you and your husband be home?
No, he won't. He's working. Just trust me, I make the decisions.
You make the decision?
I make the decisions and then consult with him. Because I've already told him, I said, look, if I can find somebody to buy the house, we're going to do it. Because I don't want to go through the stress of refinancing it and having to do all the paperwork and all that stuff again. And because when we got the approval and everything to sell, to buy the other one. You out, Mike?
Later, I'm gone.
Oh boy, that was fast. You have a great one. I'll see you tomorrow.
Hopefully.
Otherwise, I'll see you, or I'll see you Monday. Have a good one. Oh, it feels nice out there. So, yeah, he's just. I'll handle it, but I do need to find someplace. And like I said, we were looking at a double wide that was 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. It was about 1,600 square feet, but the size wasn't tremendous like that. Did not
Right.
need a lot of work.
Right.
And that's the bottom line. We need to come out with some money so we can buy something else, and so we can come out with something with some money, and I don't know. Either way, it's stressful. So I've been like back and forth. One day we're selling, the next day I'm refinancing. And I'm tired of hearing myself back and forth like that. So if you can do something, I'm open to options.
Yeah, so I'll come with a couple different options to see how we can make the most sense. You know, obviously with what you're saying, you have a 10% rate. Maybe we can do some stuff even with the bank. So got some creative ways we can kind of try to.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be open to renting it out if we can come out somehow. I don't know, whatever. You figure out something. Give me some options because I'm brain dead on this because I flip flop so much.
Yeah. You know, I'll take care of you.
I know you will.
Yeah, so
I take care of you. You take care of me. We got it.
yeah,
Teamwork.
I'll make sure I get a free gym membership out of this or something after
Watch
a while.
out, you might. You might just get a free. Charging, charge me now.
But yeah, I'm gonna actually do some research on it today.
Okay.
I might ride past your property. I won't go inside it.
It's disgusting. I'll tell you that right now.
I might just ride past it, take a look, and then I'll definitely, I'll be here every day anyway. But I'll come and we'll try to chat it up and see how we can make it work for you.
Sounds good. Sounds really good.
I'll
It's a
grab
nice
your card.
neighborhood. I mean, it's a really nice neighborhood. Look, Google it. Google Maps. You can look whatever side of it. And yeah, probably just tell me about that time. I need to talk to. That has my cell phone and my email. That's my.
Okay, so the 702 is you.
Yeah.
So, okay.
And if I don't answer, because we don't get cell phones, so it's
I'll text you if
either way.
Yeah.
If I don't answer,
I know where to find you.
You know where I'm at. The house is so old and the wood is so thick that we don't get service in the house
Okay.
because it's so. And we're also down in the valley. We're not
Okay.
up on top of the hill. That's cool. Great, Tony. I appreciate it. I look forward to it. So
I can't wait. Yes.
I'm excited. I'm just so stressed over. I've got this looming over my head. I've got a powerlifting meet in March, and my son's getting married in June. So
I'll take care of this big lingering problem though, because it sounds like it's something that can really be bothersome. So
give me some options, and we'll go from there. I'll be interested.
Sure.
Fantastic. I'm excited.
All right, so I'll see you later today anyway. But I'm gonna do some research. I'll let you know exactly what I find.
Okay, I'm only here until Monday through Thursday, so I'm not here on Fridays.
Okay.
Well, I'm here Saturday, so I'm not here Saturday officially.
All right, see you.
All right, Tony, take care. Good talking with you.
This is why you wear branding. So this is why branding is so important. I'm leaving the gym this morning, and I make conversation with everybody every single day. And I was talking with the lady at the front desk. She reads my sweatshirt and goes, "I close deals. Do you deal with houses?" And I was like a walking bandit sign today. So it ends up, I'm talking to a very motivated seller. She starts off, and as she's explaining what was going on, she tells me that at first she was just trying to find somewhere to move, and she was kind of like hiding like some other issues that she had been experiencing. And just through my questions that I asked, I start uncovering that she had more issues than what she originally was letting out. So she was, it goes from the fact that she just was, outgrowing the property and her children were moving out, to the fact that she is 4 months behind on her mortgage. So you guys got to see that one live. I know people always ask for like live conversations with motivated sellers. This just so happens to be one that you guys were able to come in to see. We're just having branding and letting everybody know what you do, how impactful and powerful it is. So I hope that gave you guys a little bit of insight on how you talk to everybody, you let everybody know what you do, and stay consistent. So what did you guys think about that? Was that pretty cool to be able to see something like that? That was lit, huh? And if y'all didn't last night get a chance to take a look at the live that House Brian and I did, man, I hate that you missed it. So I'm leaving the gym, and I got my sweatshirt on. I'm letting people know what I do, and she ends up telling me this bogus story at first. And this is why I tell people all the time, like sellers and buyers lie. Like, they lie like hell. I'm telling you guys, like, stop paying attention to what people tell you a lot of times. The first thing that typically comes out is a bunch of bullshit. Like, this lady was telling me that she was considering selling because her kids were growing up and she was, outgrowing the house. But the reality is that she can't afford the property anymore. It needs over $30,000 worth of work done on it. And that she can't, and that the mortgage is 4 months behind with a 10% rate. So all the true stuff starts coming out later in the conversation by continuing to allow her to talk, continuing asking questions. How soon are you looking to make a decision? And not giving her any validity with the BS that she was trying to shoot off to me. Like, every time I've ever been involved in a transaction with somebody, like, most of the time, the first initial thing that they talk about is some sort of a lie. And because of that, like, I try not to ask questions or anything that would get them to lie to me. I don't want that. So I want to be able to uncover truly what's going on. I can't keep my car mount thing up. I want to know truly what's going on. I want to know how this situation is impacting them. And, like, I didn't make any of this about money. If you listen to the conversation, even when she tried to bring up the money, I never even paid any attention to it. Like, hey, look, I'm trying to focus on the things that are, like, truly the pain points. I love the property. Can't wait to see it. I'm excited to see it on Friday. Like, everything except the money. I don't care about the money, because the reality is, like, there's already been another buyer who came and tried to buy the property, put it under contract, and couldn't fulfill the contract last year. So she's already experienced that. So for me, when I go into it, I can come in with a lower number that'll be more credible, but I'll tell her, hey, look, I won't be like the other people, because I'm actually going to close and you won't have to deal with this property any longer. It's okay if she watches, because that's what it's about. Like, I'm transparent. Like, honesty and integrity is everything. There's nothing for me to hide. So if you missed the House Brian live feed last night, my man Ralph told me he has a copy of it. He screen recorded it, and as soon as I get, I'll upload it to YouTube so you guys can get that. The unruly closer asked, did I ask how much the other buyer had put it under contract for? No, I don't care. Here's why. I don't work off what someone else has done. Like, to me, it has no relevance on the deal at all. Like, I go in with my numbers that I know are great based off the market and the repairs that are needed on the property. She's estimating that the property needs $30K in repairs, so I assume automatically $50 to $60K. That's just my mindset. Like, I know certain things like that. Like, this property might be where it's not worth anything for me, but we'll figure it out. Yep, Kat, that's absolutely critical. She said that she lost $1,500 in the process because the actual other investor wholesaler didn't fulfill the contract, and she had started the process with someone else. So yeah, that's why like it's extremely important to like understand and have your numbers like solid. Know your numbers, know the comps, and stick to your numbers, because a lot of times, like even what she's experienced, she has somebody that contracted with her for a number that they couldn't close on, and then she ends up having a bad experience. She loses money, she's inconvenienced, and then she's still in that property with repairs that she can't handle. Like she's over her head, and both the property, like the total property, is just an L. Yeah, she's 4 months behind and 10% on the rate, so. You know, obviously, like that's not a subject to deal, not on the outset, but we can look at it. We can kind of figure out if we can talk to the mortgage company and figure out how we can work on that as well, because the mortgage company wants to get paid. So there's ways to be creative and renegotiating rates and everything. We can get something set up depending on who that lender is. Y'all keep talking about last night's live. Hey, that last night live, I looked up at one point, it was 444 on a live. 444 people were all live last night. Like, that thing was super lit. So guys, here's something I said it yesterday, and I'm gonna challenge you guys again today. I will be giving out 5 to 10 copies of my book, autographed by me, the 21 Proven Secrets, for people that upload 25 deals inside a deal machine today. So if you already have Deal Machine, you need to get to work. If you don't have the Deal Machine app, it's a Driving for Dollars app. You need to download it. There's a link in my bio for it. Download the app. Go Driving for Dollars, and you can use the promo code CLOSER. Like, go Driving for Dollars and find properties just like the one that this lady described to me that looks like hell from whenever the house was originally made. So I'm looking for 25 uploads, screenshot it, tag both me and Deal Machine in it, and I'll send you a autographed copy of my 21 Proven Secrets. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, y'all missed the live last night. It's just unacceptable, man. There was so much value. What's up? Good morning, everybody. So everybody that's just joined into this live, you probably want to go back and watch this live from the beginning once I save it. So I'm just leaving the gym. Was talking to one of the employees at the gym, and I ended up having a whole conversation. She noticed my sweatshirt. My sweatshirt says I close deals. She asked me about if I worked in real estate, and ended up having a really great conversation where we're going to have a meeting on Friday for me to potentially buy that property. There's a great chance that I will buy that property. She already knows me. We have a pretty solid relationship in the gym already, so it'll be great. Yeah, last night was bananas. I might lose you guys because I'm about to connect back to Wi-Fi when I get home now. So what's up? What's up, everybody? What's up? So when will Brian and I do another live? I don't know, man. That one was lit. I hate that you guys didn't watch it, but I know Ralph, my man Ralph said he has a copy of it. The minute that I get the screen record from last night, I'll post it live to YouTube and make sure you guys can go back and watch it. But that was absolutely insane, man. It was 400. I saw 444 people on the IG live. How's Brian? Brian brings him out, man. He's a good dude. So let's make sure that today we take action. Like let people know what we're doing. Let's talk to as many sellers as we possibly can. Let's drive for dollars. Let's commit. Like if you want to change your life, if you want stuff to go to the next level, you need to be making sure you take it to the top. You need to be pressing yourself every day to get better. And I'm gonna tell you, the rewards are so great. Like it's hard to describe sometimes, but you'll be really grateful and thankful for what your work has been just by staying consistent right now and putting in the work. Oh, I know my peep showed up on there last night too. I saw the It's Our Turn popping all over the place. It was crazy. Yeah, 444 signs and wonders. And I'm gonna tell you, man, so sometimes things don't go according to plan and you always worry about like what you can't control. And I had that happen to me with the We Live 19 event. I was left out of the event. And I felt, a major way about being left out of the event. And it's so crazy how life works, because when you feel like things that you want don't go according to plan, or you have an expectation for something and it doesn't go according to plan, you always question, like, why didn't it go like the way I wanted it to? Well, last night I got a call from a good friend of mine who had just been following my work and all the things that I've been doing, helping in the community. And he goes, hey man, I got a 3-city tour of Atlanta, DC, and Miami that I want you to be a part of. And it'll be both you and Grant Cardone as my main speakers. And I said, who? He said, yeah, I want you to come speak with Grant Cardone on a 3-city tour in May. I said, wait a minute, man, not Uncle G. Like, so like the things that are meant for you will be meant for you. Like nobody can never try to take away what God has put out for you. So like what was a jab and a stab in the back on one aspect of it comes right back on the other side, and now I'm gonna be speaking with Grant Cardone, and I'm extremely excited about that. So when you put in the work to do stuff and you feel like it don't go the way it's supposed to go, don't give up, don't quit, like don't start, like don't have a bitch fest. Like, continue to be consistent. Show up and do what you're supposed to be doing. And like, the things that are supposed to be for you, like, ain't nobody more powerful than God. And the things that are meant for you will be for you. So, man, it was super crazy. I'm like, man, so like, for you guys that don't know, I have a auto industry background. And Grant Cardone was like somebody that I truly followed heavily when I first started off in the auto industry. And I went to a couple Grant's events, and it was funny because Grant, like, I think up until about 2 years ago, Grant actually followed me on Instagram for a very long time. He used to like all my posts and everything else. So the minute that we get on tour, I'm like, hey bro, you better hit that follow button again. I gotta let him know that he unfollowed me. But it's literally crazy that I look at 11 years later where I was, I started off as a car salesman and trying to learn from Grant, and I'll be able to share that stage with him, and a lot of the things I learned from him as a new salesperson will now he'll be able to see some of the work that I put in on that end. So it's crazy. So I'm telling y'all, don't ever give up. Don't ever let anybody feel like they have power over you. Don't ever let anybody feel like they can stop what's meant for you. Because what's meant for you is meant for you every single time. Who's got my money? JJ Simmons, what's up, man? Hey, let me say what's up to this man, JJ, man. What's
What's
up,
happening,
dog?
big brother?
How you doing, bro?
Man, I'm good. I'm good. I just dropped the kids off at school. I'm about to get this thing popping.
That's
I'm
what's
gonna have
up,
to
man.
pull over so I can talk to you right though. I gotta maximize this opportunity.
Hey, first and foremost, I want to tell you congratulations, man. I saw that you got your first contract and your first deal, man.
Yeah. I'm excited
So,
about it. I gotta get 20 moto.
hey, look, why only 20?
You know what? That's a stupid number. That's the first number came to my mind. I apologize. I
Hey,
apologize to myself.
let's set the bar high, brother. Like
I agree.
there's no ceilings over here, man. We crush everything.
Absolutely, man. So what's going on in your world, my brother?
Man, consistency.
Yeah.
That's what's going on
Today.
in my world, man. I'm super thankful for just the opportunities to be consistent every day and provide value, man. I know you and like I've been seeing your name. I've been seeing you working. I know you're a hustler, man. It's impressive to see you grind, man. And I love seeing people grind it out. I love seeing people get told no and still keep continuing to persevere. So, um, shout out to you, bro, for sure.
And I appreciate that, man. Yeah, dude, let me ask you this question. Like, and just to be 100% transparent, like a weakness of mine, I've been an entrepreneur now full time for 13 years. Um, but when I discovered wholesaling, like I made a decision that I didn't want to try to do this alone. Like I didn't even want to start to try to do it alone. And I'm really like a main goal of mine is trying to like build a team, build the team to work with me. But I can't admit like I have a hard time, like, because I don't really have a business right now, like positioning people, you know. But it's just like I don't want to start alone. So it's like I have a partner of mine that we work together, but I get calls all the time where people like, man, I wanna work with you, and I tell them sometimes they just want to learn it on their own, and I give them the information. Sometimes I believe they act like they want to work with me just to get the information, and I still give them to them anyway. So what advice can you give me to try to like? Because I'm really concerned. I just want to build something. I want to build a business that eventually 3 years from now can be self-sufficient. Like I don't want to be trapped to the self-employed myth, because I've been self-employed for 13 years and that's not the route to go.
Yeah. So let me tell you something, JJ. I can relate with you on many aspects of like having like the grind of wanting to be a entrepreneur and going through the years of like the yeses, the years of the no's, and continuing just to try to persevere first and foremost. It takes a lot of man to be told no over and over again, but to continue to try to move forward. So next thing I would tell you, like when it comes to like when you say, hey, look, I want to do this and I want to have a team around me and I want to build and I want to, have other people that do this with me. Like what you do is like you provide value to people that are around you. And it doesn't matter if their intent is good or not. Like one thing that I always focus on, JJ, is I'm gonna be me and I'm gonna be authentic every single time, no matter what the person does to me at the end. Like I put in everything that I'm supposed to put in. I give everything. I'm okay with giving everything because at the end of the day, as long as you give your everything, what somebody else does, if they stick around and they help you build with you, or if you guys go opposite directions, it's okay. Like, but you need to make sure like you don't lose integrity of who you are and what you're about.
Right.
And that that doesn't. So that means do what you're supposed to do. Commit. Go all in. There will be people along the way that are meant for you that will help you go wherever you need to go. Like the people that are truly meant for you to be and to be in your corner and to support you on your journey will be there. The people that aren't won't. Like it's
Yeah.
simple. So like I used to try like even like very recently with this whole situation with Max. Like I almost was trying to like make it right what went wrong. Like I'm trying to like, well, like I did everything right. Like I supported him. I pushed his products. You know, I did it for free. Like what most people don't know is like I made nothing, like $0, like not one freaking dollar. All the shit that I do with Max, $0. But guess what? I put all of my all into it, and he made a decision to do what he wanted to do. I can't now sit back and try to question it and not do what I feel like is genuine and authentic for me. Like my drive, my passion in helping people can't be compromised because somebody didn't do what I thought I should be reciprocated back to me. What you should be doing is you put and pour everything that you're in, that you got every single time into everybody, man, and the right people will stick.
Right.
The right people going to stick, man, every single time. The people that ain't supposed to be there won't be there. Like so man, I can tell you're such a genuine dude and you're so passionate, man. Like fucking keep just taking that. You just keep hammering. You just keep
Yeah.
hammering. You keep staying at it. And no matter what happens, bro, you keep being authentic and you keep being genuine, and the right people in the right situations will present itself.
Yeah.
Like every single time, that's what's going to happen. The right situations will come for you when it's meant for you. When I made it to the NFL, I got cut when I got hurt. Guess what? I questioned why my whole life was built for this. Why now?
Yeah.
Why this is what I'm supposed to be. Like I'm questioning why I didn't have the success I wanted because I thought it was my turn to say, this is what it's about. Every time I thought that it was what I wanted, how I wanted it, it was always an issue. Something fell off. Something didn't go the way I wanted it to go. Like, dude, we all go through it. But the reality is, guess what? My life and everything that's happening right now is because I didn't quit. I stayed consistent and I never changed and compromised to be who I am.
Yeah.
Like, I don't compromise for anybody. Like, the motherfucker that y'all see on here, I'm real here. If you see me in the alley, I got your back. I
Yeah.
don't change. Like, I'm the type of person that you want in your corner. I'm not the type of person that you want as an enemy. Like, and that's you be that. Be you every single time. Whoever you are, whatever you can, whatever you feel like is what you believe in, have conviction in that and don't compromise it.
Yeah.
Because dude, like the good people always come out on top, man.
Yeah, I agree.
Like if the journey's longer, so be it. Like it's okay. If it's not the way that you originally planned it, it's okay. But guess what? The real always comes to the top, man. Because that fake shit only lasts for so long. Like everybody goes to the fake it and fake it till you make it and all that. Man, look, man, I ain't got the money that I want yet. I ain't helped the amount of people I want to help yet.
I'm with you.
I'm doing okay. I don't have to worry about much yet. But I'm not to where I want to be yet. And it's okay to like have people that don't do and live up to the expectations, because I promise you, I still to this day sometimes question like, man, how could things not go the way I all the energy I put into something, how didn't it go the way I thought it should? But guess what? The things that are meant for us will always come for us, and what's not ain't gonna be. Like that's the biggest and the realest thing, man, ever. Like because I can see so much of the drive and the determination that you have. Like, bro, I done went through your page. I seen you months ago. I
Yeah,
know who
yeah,
you
yeah.
are.
No.
Like,
And I ain't gonna lie, I appreciate you for you letting me know. Because I
yeah,
pay attention to everybody that pay attention to me.
I pay attention to everything, dog.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
everybody that comes up and like, listen, I see everything. Like it ain't much I don't see, man. I pay attention. So from the time you came in the Facebook group back a few months ago, all like I remember everything. Like so like, but I first thing I did, I went and checked you out. And I saw he got hustle, he got drive. Hey, look, you got to take your pass. You get a whole bunch of no's before you get some yeses, man.
That's right.
So like, I saw you going to Grant, and I saw some, bro. I checked you out.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I got a whole
Yeah,
bunch of stuff for Grant.
so I see you like, hey, listen, like the consistency is like at some point the breakthrough is going to come. At
That's
some
right.
point the wins are going to come.
I ain't
Like
gonna
don't.
lie, in my breakthrough was wholesaling, dog. I've been ignoring wholesaling, the ads, real estate, no money down. It's been in my face for 3 years. And it was the grace of God. I met a dude at a Walgreens in a Rolls Royce. I walked up to this dude. Listen, this what happened. I was at a Walgreens October 23rd, something like that, 25th. And I went to my car. I saw a Rolls Royce. I went to my car, grabbed both of my books that I came out with last year. I said, I don't know who this is, but I'm about to go introduce myself to this dude. Brought both of my books, gave it to him. I said, dude, can I have lunch with you? I just want to ask you a few questions. You know, I don't know what you do, but obviously you know something that I don't know. And we had dinner the next day. And he gave it to me right there. He said, boom, this is what I'm doing. Even though he made his money in the medical field, he said, but now I'm doing real estate. You know, the We Buy Ugly Houses company?
Yeah, yeah.
He franchised into that. But he was like, this is the same thing. You can just do it on your own. He just gave me the game right there. Gave me $100 million
Investors.
right there.
Yep.
You know, so yeah, man, that was real estate was for me just blew me away, dude. Like, Lord, this is really out here. It's crazy, man. But
Yeah.
I'm actually doing an event. It's going to be an entrepreneurship event. I saw you be doing a lot of lives with Wanderers, with Byron. That's my dude.
Yeah.
Every time I got a problem, I call Byron. Byron, it's crazy. Me and Byron been knowing each other around each other for like 13 years since I've been in Houston. You know, but ever since I started doing real estate, that's my guy. You know.
Yeah. Hey, Byron's a really good dude, man.
Yeah,
I'm actually I'm going to do a pop-up meetup in Houston. And I'm trying to do it within the next 3 weeks. I'm gonna have House Brian. I'm gonna try to get Byron. I'm gonna try to bring out some firepower, man. I want Houston to show up, man. I'm trying to bring the whole city out.
There, bro. Yeah, Houston.
I'm trying to bring the whole city out, man.
Houston is the city.
Yeah.
Houston is like, it's like me watching, the Clever Investor, TTP, all them dudes in Phoenix making millions. I'm like, dude, like, it can happen right here.
But the thing I always tell people though, that it's mindset over everything else.
It is.
It's mindset over everything else. You got to stop becoming a victim and just start being a person that can adapt to the situations. You start being a problem solver. It's no longer, hey, why me? It's like, hey, look, it wasn't meant for me. It's all mindset. And the minute that those mindset changes happen for you, everything else starts to fall in place. Put in the work. You do what you're supposed to do every single day.
I can't admit, when I first started and I kept hearing people say mindset, I'm like, what the hell mindset got? Like, to me, this was simple. Like, this is nothing. To me, I was looking at it like a knowledge business. But then when I got into that deal and all the hell that it gave me, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie to you. I've never in my life, like, I got a deal right now that I had to put a memorandum on in New Orleans because all of a sudden 2 nieces came up on the title and they don't want to sell it. They want more money. And I'm like, I ain't giving y'all more money. Like, y'all completely gave up on the house. It's a whole long story behind it. And this morning, when I get home, I'm texting her, like, letting her know, listen, I'm pulling out the deal because y'all, it's just too complicated. So I'm going to just lock it up for a year, you know. And if they, they're going to have to buy me out and I'm going to put my price on that thing. Like, literally gave up on the house. The house been vacant for 13 years, bro. 13 years. And here I come as the problem solver, the master orchestrator. I found the buyer. I found the tax sale guy. Got him to settle on his tax delinquent interest money. Everything. But that thing had my head about to explode, dog. I mean, like, literally. I've never...
Every deal is different, and it's always a learning process, man. Like, all you want to do is build your pipeline up enough that when you got those messy deals like that, that's just one of your deals. So you want to have enough going on. So, hey, look, if you got to deal with a messy deal, you want to still have other deals that are like easier and everything else going on the other side. So you don't consume yourself with the one that may or may not work out. I always tell people, even when you feel like you got one in hand, keep making sure you work on other properties and other deals, because if something falls apart, you put two months or something into it and you're devastated. You feel crazy.
Bro,
like
I lost $24,000. I lost $24,000 in deals, and it was my first few deals. Like within the last 2 weeks, like it went from like $50,000 to 24 to 8 to gone. And and it went back to Grant Cardone. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I thank God for Grant, because what you just said, keeping your pipeline full. Like I get that. You got to be loaded. And yeah,
man.
man, I was, oh my God, I was lost my mind. Like sad, sad, sad. You know. But yeah, man. So you don't know. Oh, let me tell you this before you go. When I saw you with your boy Detroit Mogul, Chris Bruce,
Yes,
I brought his course last night because I was like, you know what? But it's so crazy, the power of credibility. When I saw you with him, you validated him to me, and I said, you know what? Let me check out this virtual thing. Let me see what he's talking about. Now I brought it last night.
that's what's up, bro. Hey,
Yeah,
Chris Bruce
man.
is a real good dude, man. Like, and I try to make sure, like, I'm very picky about who I put myself around.
Yeah, I
He'll
agree.
tell you, like, when he first reached out to me, that he wanted me to get on his podcast. He had to do a little bit of work, because I make sure I protect everybody that my audience sees and who they feel like is credible, because I don't want anybody running off into people who aren't legit. Like, it's
Yeah,
important to me, man. So I don't just do interviews to do interviews. Like, I vet people, and I make sure that, hey, look, that you guys be protected.
that's what's up, bro. Man, I appreciate you, boss.
Hey, I appreciate you, brother, man. Hey, look, stay consistent, man. I know what you're doing, man. Don't quit. Hey, your determination, your perseverance, and everything else will help you go to the next level, man. So make sure you don't quit on yourself. Stay consistent to it every single day. When it feels hard, when it feels like everything is ridiculous, man. Like, that's when you say, hey, I'm gonna double down now. I'm gonna double down, because I
Yeah,
feel like I want to quit. Because most of the time, our breakthroughs are right there on the opposite end of right where we're about to quit. You know. So I really appreciate you, bro. I'm about to go wash my butt because I just got out of the gym. I appreciate
congratulations.
everybody that joined this live. Hey guys, I'm going to put this on YouTube so you guys can get it. So if somebody has already screen recorded this for me and want to help me out a little bit, send me a Google Drive. Send me a Google Drive link to Tony
Like
at
that.
Tony the Closer, and I'll post it up on YouTube right away.
Yeah, I'm from New Orleans, man. I live in Houston, though. Absolutely. All right, boss. Be good.
Hey, I appreciate you, brother. All right, everybody. So I will go back live today, and I will be live on YouTube. I will post a notification to let you guys know exactly what time I go live. If any of you have indeed recorded the live feed, please use Tony at Tony the Closer to send me that, please. I'm extremely excited about pushing some more of this great content to you on a daily basis. If you haven't already, make sure you go follow that YouTube channel and take action today. Get in your deal machine, go driving for dollars. Tag me in those and deal machine in your story post, and I will be sending out 10 autographed copies of my book, The 21 Proven Secrets. I appreciate everybody joining the live today, and I'll see you guys soon.